Yo, what up everybody? It's your boy Super Dope, and it's been a while since I made a video, but I just wanted to explain and just start diving back into the world of YouTube and documenting my life and holding myself accountable. You know, when I make these videos, it's something that really helps me in my own personal life because, you know, I'm always trying to work on bettering myself. And you know, I found that last year, the more videos I made, the more goals I achieved, and the more I did better at tracking it as well, and not forgetting what the objectives are, because you know, as somebody who has ADHD, you tend to kind of go all over the place sometimes, you know, that, you know, sometimes I'll be super passionate about one thing and then super passionate about another thing. And, you know, I'm happy to say that a lot of those things have improved by far over the past couple of years. And, yeah, so let's dive right into it. I want to give you guys a little debrief on how last year went. You know, last year was a really good year. I was able to accomplish a lot, get a lot further into my health journey, and, you know, dive deeper into videography and photography. And, you know, really had a lot of great experiences last year, made a lot of new friends, made some great connections here in the city of San Bernardino, and got to experience some new things that I haven't experienced before. So with that being said, let's get right into it, man. You know, one of the main reasons that I make videos like these is just to hold myself accountable and to hopefully inspire somebody out there to want to self-improve as well, you know, because it gets really tricky and it gets pretty hard. I know life is not always easy. We're not taught the things that we need to know in order to, you know, be very productive, be healthy, have a spiritual lifestyle, be financially good, and work on your personal friendships and relationships and your overall well-being. There's a lot of things that I feel we don't get taught. And you know, you can have maybe your finances right, but you could be lacking in maybe relationships and friendships, right? Like, it's always one or the other. And I've been working a lot to gain better balance of it all, but you know, I'm still in the process, right? I'm in this journey of life with everybody here. And yeah, so, you know, I wanted to talk about how things have been lately and how I'm setting everything up this new year of 2025, right? It's February 13th, 2025. It is 10:42 p.m. And, you know, I was kind of overthinking making the video, but I was like, you know what, let me just hit record and get, you know, just start somewhere, because a lot of things in life are just getting started. Sometimes we want to make it perfect. We want to get everything in order before you make your first move. And, you know, that's a sign of perfectionism. And I've learned that the hard way last year when I realized that if I didn't start the day how I initially planned, I would just throw the rest of the day away. And it took me some time to realize that, but I've overcome it and I'm getting a lot better with it. So let's start out with some goals that I set out for myself this year. And I'm gonna be breaking them down into monthly goals and weekly goals in some other videos, but I just wanted to post this first video and just get the ball going, you know, get the ball rolling. So I decided that I would make a goal for the different categories of life, right? Starting with physical health. And some of the goals that I set out for physical health is, the number one thing for me is to feel better and be healthy right now, because that's made such a big impact. I've been supplementing for the past 2 weeks and I've never experienced such an immense amount of clarity and overall just improvement in my health by far so fast by supplementing. And I'm going to talk about the supplements that I'm taking and why as well here shortly. But I did a genetic test, right? And I also got an Aura sleep ring. I did a Viome test to see what foods I should stay away from and what foods I should eat more of. And I started, you know, to get better with eating as well. And, you know, I've been supplementing these past 2 weeks and it's been such a game changer. So let me just show you what it is that I'm supplementing with to get started and why, right? So the very first thing that I'm taking right now is this 10X Health. And the reason that I am taking this is because I've bought so many of them and I wasn't taking them initially, and I never really gave it a chance or been consistent with them. But life had gotten pretty hard, like towards January, December, November. for me were very difficult months. I found myself kind of feeling really depressed and super anxious, and I'm not waking up early and not being able to sleep. And I was like, man, I need to really fix this thing. And after looking at what I was doing and what I was supplementing at the time, I realized that I wasn't taking enough vitamins for my specific gene mutation, right? And once I realized that, I was like, oh shit, like no wonder I'm not feeling any better, right? Because I had got the gene test through 10x Health Systems, and all of the people who have gone through the program and started supplementing for their types of genes, they all explained about having new levels of energy, being able to sleep better, wake up easier, more focus, clarity, better digestive system and all that. And I was not getting any of that. As a matter of fact, I felt like I was getting worse. So, this is the vitamins that I'm taking currently because it's a multivitamin. It has pretty much everything that you need. And the most important vitamin in here that I am taking for my gene mutation, because I have the MTHFR gene mutation and I have one broken gene. I inherited one broken gene from either my mom or dad, I don't know which one, but that means that my gene is working about 40% of its capabilities with the methylation process, right? So this is a multivitamin that has a lot of other vitamins in there. Folate, L5-methyl tetrahydrofolate. I'll put the word here so you can see what it is, but that's what I'm supposed to be taking in order to help my methylation in my body, right? So let me show you guys real quick. I had been taking this one thinking that this was going to be enough, right? And the thing about this vitamin is that yes, it's a methylated. It has B6, folate, and B12. And I was up late, like around 3 in the morning, not being able to sleep again. And my mom comes into my room because she sees that I'm not able to sleep. And then I start to tell her that taking the vitamins is necessary, but it's not working. So I ask her to bring me these vitamins, and I start reading the back, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, let's see how much of this has. It only has 204 micrograms of folate, right? Which the therapeutic levels for me are around like 1,000. And it's 1 tablet a day. That's what it says here. The directions are 1 tablet a day. So I was getting very, very minimal folate into my system. And with that, I was like, oh shit, maybe if I get that right, I'm gonna be able to feel better, sleep better, and wake up easier and have more energy, right? So I was super excited because for once I found something, that I can work on that would potentially improve my life. And man, like I said, it's made such a big difference in my overall mental health, my physical health as well. I hope this isn't TMI, but I had been pretty constipated and not had a really good stool schedule, like I would poop every, I don't know when, and when I did, it was very little, small little pebbles, and that's a sign of constipation. And man, I could say now that I am pooping back to normal, pooping on a daily basis. And like I said, I've never experienced such an improvement in my health. But anyways, this has all the vitamins that I need. This one says 3 capsules a day. So I'm now taking 3 throughout the day, right? I used to take everything in the morning, but then I started doing it like once in the morning, once lunch, and then another one later in the evening with dinner. And I found that to work a little bit better for me. But I'm taking this 10x Health vitamins, right? These are the ones that I'm currently taking. And the next vitamin that I am taking to also support my methylation is this TMG, right? TMG is trimethylglycine, and this is supposed to help the methylation process as well. It's supposed to support it and help it work a lot better. So that's the second vitamin that I'm taking. I always take these together. And another one that I'm taking as well is this active B complex, right? Because when it comes to looking at the amounts of vitamins, this one has 1,333 micrograms. And then this one has about 800 micrograms. So I wanted to experience effects fast and just super increase the folate levels in my system. So I started taking both. Again, I'm not overdoing it because I'll take one of these and maybe one of these. These are twice a day, and it gives you pretty much all the B vitamins that you need. And I had created a plan of vitamins that I'm taking, and you know, it's not, I'm like at the therapeutic levels of these vitamins. And to assist with the methylation process as well, I'm taking choline and inositol. This is another vitamin that I'm currently taking, and to help my methylation again, right? Because methylation is such an important thing that people are not so familiar with, you know? But anyways, second to last vitamin is this vitamin 80K by Bulletproof, right? You know, the reason that I take this 80K vitamin is because I don't really get sun often. I'm not out there in the sunlight, and I know that I might be vitamin D deficient. So this one supplements 5,000 IU, and it also contains vitamin A, vitamin K1, K2 as MK4, and K2 as MK7. Now the thing about drinking a vitamin like this is that they all work synergistically together and a lot better. So that's why I take that one. And the last but not least is magnesium glycinate, right? This vitamin right here is such an important vitamin as well. And I've been taking this 2 capsules a day, is around 240 milligrams, and I think the daily magnesium dosage is around 400 for females and 500 for males. So I could take about 4 of these a day and I'll be good. So, and that's what I do. I'll take 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, and then 2 at night before I go to bed. And man, like I said, I have been finally getting sleepy at night, feeling able, you know, finally not having my mind race. I've been able to wake up earlier, be more focused. My stomach and digestive system has been working so much better, because when you start pooping more often, it's a sign that your body's detoxing a lot faster, a lot better as well. So that's what I'm doing for my health, and I've been doing it for the past 2 weeks, considering that we are about halfway through the month of February. Probably for as long as I can, because it's only helping, you know, it's only really helping me. So I want to talk about the next goal that has to do with education and learning, because education is the foundation of my life, man. I truly, if it's the education that I had come across and the application of that information that has allowed me to make these enormous changes in my life and improvements as well. So one of the things that I'm going to continue to learn about right now is I went back to college actually, man. For the first time, I signed up for San Bernardino Valley College, and I am back in school. So I'm really happy about that. But I'm taking Introduction to Film, Introduction to Electronic Media, Introduction to Sociology, and then Introduction to Psychology as well, and an English class. So I'm taking quite a few classes at college, and that's continuously, you know, helping me get that brain going, retain more information, and just keep learning. So again, I can improve myself, because it's so important for me personally to continue to grow and learn and be a lifelong learner, right? The second goal that I have under education and learning is watching more tutorials with Adobe Premiere Pro, Photoshop, and Lightroom Classic, right? I have made that an objective for this month actually, is to continue to work on that, improve by doing at least 30 minutes to an hour a day of some type of tutorial, learning some type of new edit or some type of something related to those things, right? So that's the goals that I have for education and learning. One other thing that I want to talk about is the business goals that I have, because I've been doing videography and photography. This is going to be my official, I want to say first year, although last year is when I started to record, but I never really took it as seriously as I have done this year, you know, because I've been watching more tutorials and recording and filming so much more, a lot of different things as well. I decided that I'm going to niche up in the real estate photography and real estate videography spaces, because that's what I got access to, and I can build a portfolio of about 5 videos, have 5 different properties under my belt, I think that's enough to start marketing, right? And also learning how to get these photos and make them look nice and bright and colorful and whatnot. So that is the business goals that I have, is to, you know, just kind of learn more about the business side of videography, get a business up and going so that I can, you know, be able to make more money off of that and not have to necessarily work a job. So I might still get a job actually, because I like working in the nonprofit sector. So I'm still currently looking for some work in that area. But talking about nonprofits, I am in the process of incorporating my own nonprofit organization, because again, I want to be able to connect with the community, give back and help others, because I've been able to really make some changes and improvements in my own life. Now, with that experience, I want to be able to translate it onto a program so that others can help themselves and make some changes as necessary. So those are the goals and objectives that I have for the month of February, and we're going to continue to dial in and structure it as I move along, because again, I have to create a schedule and schedule it all out, and also track it, because tracking your objectives and your goals is also truly important as well. You want to have a mark, you want to have a target to reach, and the best thing to do is start, you know, little by little, because as we dial in and move forward with the year, I also want to keep making more physical health goals, which is also to get in the gym. But right now it's just to get my body back into its normal state with the vitamins, drinking more water, staying hydrated, and eating a lot healthier, which is something that I've done as well, is that I'm very mindful of what I eat, and I'm trying to incorporate more fibers. I mean, not trying, but I'm incorporating more fibers into my diet, making sure to get the proteins that I need, eating healthy fats, and making sure that I eat the carbohydrates that I need as well. So yeah, I'm gonna start working on a schedule right now, so I could come back with another video and show you guys how I have it all laid out. Because again, it's important that you plan these things, have them on your calendar, and have something to look forward to. That way you can have something to pull you, but also something that you can push towards on those days that you ain't feeling it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video, and I will tap in with you guys on next time. So peace out.